All right, let's talk about one of the biggest headaches in software development. You know, that constant struggle to make sure the thing you're building is actually the thing that was asked for? Well, there's a tool for that, and it's called Cucumber. And really, it's all about bridging that huge gap between code and conversation.
You remember playing the telephone game as a kid, right? Where you whisper a message to the person next to you, and it goes down the line, and by the time it gets to the end, it's turned into something completely ridiculous. It's hilarious at a party. But what happens when that's how your software team communicates?
Yeah, in software, that's not a game at all. It's a really, really costly problem. Think about it. A business analyst has this great idea, but it gets a little twisted when they explain it to a developer. Then the tester misunderstands that, and suddenly the final product is, well, it's just wrong. That whole lost in translation thing, it leads to so much wasted time, blown budgets, and worst of all, building features that nobody even wanted in the first place.
So this is the heart of the problem we're digging into today. It's that communication gap, right? That canyon between what the business thinks it's asking for and what the developers are actually building.
Okay, so how on earth do we fix this? Well, the answer doesn't actually start with a tool. It starts with a philosophy, an idea. What if we all just spoke a shared language? This big idea has a name. It's called behavior-driven development, or you'll hear it called BDD. Now, BDD kind of grew out of an older idea, test-driven development, or TDD. But there's a really crucial difference. The big shift is what you're focused on. Instead of just testing a bunch of technical, nitty-gritty details, BDD forces you to focus on the application's expected behavior, and always from the user's point of view. And this leads to a quote that really just hits the nail on the head. BDD focuses on what the system should do, not how it should be built. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. That simple change in perspective is huge. It gets everyone, from business to development to QA, all thinking about one thing: the user and the value we're delivering.
Okay, a philosophy is great, but you need a way to actually do it, right? You need a tool to make it real. And that is where our hero, Cucumber, enters the scene. Think of it as the ultimate translator.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, Cucumber is an open-source tool that basically puts that whole BDD philosophy into action. It's the thing that lets teams write tests that are not only automated, but are also written in plain, human-readable English. It's what takes BDD from a nice idea to something you can actually use every day. Okay, I know what you're thinking. How does it connect plain English to actual running code? It sounds a bit like magic, but it's not. Let's break down how it all works. There are really three key pieces to this puzzle. First up, everything starts with what's called a feature file. And look, it's just a simple text file. It describes one feature, like say, user login, using a really simple language called Gherkin. The whole point is that anyone on the team, whether you're a project manager or even the client, can look at this and know exactly what the software's supposed to do. No ambiguity. And that language, Gherkin, is the real secret sauce. It's built around a few simple keywords you see all the time: given, when, and then. It's so logical. Given some initial situation, when a user does something, then this is the result we expect. That's it. It's super simple, super clear, and it gives structure to your conversations. And here is where the magic happens. This is the big reveal. On the left, you've got one of those plain English Gherkin steps we just talked about. On the right, that's the actual code that runs the test. Cucumber is the glue that connects them. It's that bridge linking the human-readable sentence to the code that makes it happen. Now, those blocks of code have a name. They're called step definitions. This is where all the technical stuff lives. All the programming logic for each Gherkin step is tucked away in here. And you know what's so great about that? It means the feature file, the document that everyone shares, stays totally clean and easy to read. No technical jargon allowed. And this whole idea is even built right into the project structure. As you can see, the human-readable .feature files are in one place, and the technical step definition code is in a totally separate place. This separation is so important. It lets the business people work on their part and the developers work on theirs without anyone tripping over each other. Okay, so that's the how behind it all. But let's get to the good part. Why would you do all this? What's the actual payoff? Well, this clarity you get brings some massive benefits. There are really 4 huge wins here. First, improved collaboration. I mean, for real, everyone is speaking the same language. Second, you get living documentation. Your tests become your documentation. And since you're always running them, they can't get old and outdated. That's huge. Third, it lets you do early testing. You can agree on what the software should do before anyone even writes a line of code. And finally, it all wraps up into robust automation, because that plain English is directly wired to your tests.
But wait, there's more. This clarity isn't just about making meetings better. It actually unlocks some seriously powerful and efficient ways to test your software that can save you a ton of time.
Check this out. This is called a scenario outline. So imagine you need to test a login with 10 different users. Instead of writing 10 separate tests, you write the test once with little placeholders. Then you just provide a table with all the different usernames and passwords. Cucumber just loops through and runs the test for every single row. How cool is that for data-driven testing?
And then there's organizing everything. You can use these little tags, like the @smoke test you see here. Think of them like labels. This lets you group your tests however you want. So maybe you only want to run a few critical smoke tests right before a big release. Easy. You just tell Cucumber, hey, only run the tests with the smoke test tag. It gives you so much control.
So, let's zoom out. When you put all these pieces together, what is Cucumber really? It's way more than just a testing tool. It's a communication tool. It's that bridge we talked about, connecting what the business needs with what the developers build. It's all about making sure everyone is on the same team, building the same thing.
And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. When you have this single source of truth that everyone can read, understand, and even help write, you're doing more than just improving your tests. You're fundamentally changing how your team talks to each other. So the real question is, what would that look like for you? Could a truly shared language completely transform how your team works?